Hey there, everybody. The purpose of this video is to get you some solutions to this ruler homework that we did. So, let's see if I can make that a little bit bigger. There. That's not bad. Actually, we don't have to see the whole ruler. The first question asks you, what's the smallest increment marked on this ruler? So your job was to get in there and actually count how many lines go from 0 to 1, or from 1 to 2, or from 2 to 3, all these little lines in here. So I'll just start with, here, let me zoom in even further. Alright, so I'll just start here. So starting with here, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. It's 1/16th of an inch. It's cutting them down to a 16th of an inch. Okay? So that's your answer to the first one, 16th. What we'll do now is to fill in these increments, and this bit could have even given you a hint. I'm going to come in here and screen copy this. All right, I'm going to copy it into Paint. Actually, no, I'm not, because I know what this, I'm not. The answer to this one here, actually, if you flipped over quick enough, you would have seen the answers on the back. So those 16ths that you originally saw, 1/16th, 2/16ths, otherwise known as 1/8, 3/16ths, 4/16ths would have been here, 4/16ths, but we call that 1/4. 5/16ths, 6/16ths, which is 3/8, 7/16ths, 8/16ths, which is a half, and so forth and so on. You're seeing all the 16ths alternating. Every other 16th doesn't get simplified because every other 16th, as you probably figured out, is an odd number. And since 16 is only 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, there's no odd numbers in it as factors. There's nothing to simplify down. But all these puppy dogs, the 1/8ths and the 3/8ths and the 1/4 and the 1/2, those puppies have powers of 2 in them, which can divide off. Sometimes they have 2 powers of 2, like the 1/4 and the 3/4. So that's the answer to this one up here, to fill in all these little lines. But then we got into this finishing ruler, as they're sometimes called, or a frame, not a framing carpenter ruler, but a finish carpenter ruler. So you'll notice that there appear, you might look at it at first and go, what, it's the same as the other one. It's not, though. The other one didn't have these little lines in between. If you scroll up, notice, between 0 and a half, there's only 8 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But down here, between 0 and a half would be here, there's 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Which means 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. This is a 30-second ruler. 1/32 is the smallest increment on this puppy dog. And as far as filling these in, we will do that. We will do that. I'm only going to grab this part of the ruler, though. And I'm not going to do the entire thing. You're going to see, I'm going to do the beginning and the end, and you'll see where it all kind of sits. Okay, so we know that the smallest increment is 1/32 of an inch. And so those of you that might know, that's the mark for inch. Two little quote marks, and that would go right there. Now the next mark would be 2/32, but 2/32 can be written as 1/16, which is exactly what they did. The next one would be 3/32. And if you didn't put the inch mark, I'm not going to take points off. I didn't tell you had to, but just realize that's, if you ever see that, that's what they're talking about. 4/32 would be 1/8. And then I'll do one more over here. 5/32 would be the next in line. And hopefully you're noticing a pattern similar to the one that we saw before. Let me make this transparent. There we go. Every other one is odd. This will be 7/32, 9/32, 11/32. And the reason for that is the same reason on the previous one, that these were alternating, because every other one simplifies as a power of 2. So same thing's happening over here. This is a half right here in the middle, a half, which would be technically 16/32. So the one right before it would be 15/32, and the one right after it would be 17/32, and hopefully that makes sense. All the way to the end would be 32/32. The one right before that, therefore, would be 31/32. All you're doing is counting up with the numerator. The denominator, remember, is only telling you how many pieces you're cutting the ruler into, which we've already established is 32 equal little pieces. And whoops, I just goofed that one up, but you get the point. So you're going to go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, and 31 30 seconds. And then you're done, because all the 16ths are there. I think I forgot to also put the, looks like I spaced on putting the 1/4 right here. But if you put that, that's great. If you didn't put that, that's great too. So, and there you go. There's how you figure out your ruler increments, should you need them. All right, we'll talk to you in class.